Hi again, Year 2. It's Thursday the 21st of May today, and we're going to be looking at some more two-step word problems. Let's have a look. So as we well know by now, in order to be successful we need to follow these 5 instructions, don't we? So we need to read the question carefully, and I'm sure we're really good at that now. A challenge for you: you could pause the video and read it to me if you wanted a reading challenge as well. If not, you can just listen to me read it to you. Then we need to find out what happens first and what we need to do next. 2 steps, remember? We need to decide which operation to use, and we know now that sometimes the operation that we use for step 1 might be different to the operation we use for step 2. So we need to be really careful about that, don't we? We need to decide which method to use. We've gotten really good at considering which one is quicker. Is it going to be writing it out, drawing it out? Or can I count in my head using my fingers? And then we're going to check our work. Really important. Here we go. Okay, our first question for today. It says there are 76 cars in the car park. That's a lot of cars, isn't it? 18 more cars go into the car park. Then 35 cars go out. How many cars are in the car park now? So it's a 2-step word problem because we're doing that this week, aren't we? But it's quite clear here that first some more cars go in, don't they? They started off with 76 and then some more cars go in and park. After that, or then, 35 cars go out. So that sounds different to the first part. First part, they go in, and the second part, some cars go out. And we need to know how many cars there are in the car park now, after some have gone in and some have gone out. Okay, so we've got 2 clear steps here. Let's look at step 1 to work out which operation we need to use for it. It says there are 76 cars in the car park, we know that. 18 more cars go into the car park. So what are we going to be doing? Is the number going to be getting bigger or smaller? It's going to be getting bigger, isn't it? Because we've got the word more here and the cars are going into that car park alongside these 76. So we're going to be adding the 18 cars to our existing 76, aren't we? So in a number sentence it might look like this. 76 to start with, add another 18 into the car park. Is that what you thought? Well done. And we want to know how many cars there'll be after that's happened, don't we? So, looking at this number here, it's got 10s and it's got 1s. So let's go for a number line, shall we? There we are. 76 is our bigger number, it's going at the start, so we can add on. We're going to split that second number into 10s and 1s. 1 lot of 10 and 8 1s. Let's add on that 10 to start with. 76 add 10 makes 86, you're quite right. Ticking it off will help you remember that you've done it, otherwise you're in danger of adding on another 10, aren't you? Let's add on that 8 to find out how many cars are in the car park now. What method are you going to use? Your fingers, quite right. Okay, so 86 on my forehead, that's where I finished off with my 10, didn't I? Adding on 8 1s, here we go. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. That's a lot of cars. I forgot to draw my jump, didn't I? So I've got 9 and I landed on 94. Let's just check, shall we? 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. Okay, so we've ended that part of the question with 94s in the car park as we speak. Well done. But it doesn't stop there. After that, 35 cars go out. So they're not coming into the car park anymore. They're going out, they're leaving, they're going away. So we're going to be subtracting those cars, aren't we? Because they're not there anymore. They've gone to a different place, haven't they? Maybe these people have gone home or to another car park. Okay, so we're taking away those cars. So our number sentence is going to look like this. 94, because that's how many cars there are in the car park at the moment. Take away 35, because that's how many cars leave the car park. And we want to know how many cars are left in the car park, don't we? Now, just as before, this number's quite big, isn't it? So I think a number line is going to be beneficial to us. Okay, so let's draw ourselves one down here, shall we? Now, we're taking away this time, which is different to what we did up here. We were adding up here, so our larger number needs to go on this end of the number line so that our numbers can get smaller. Let's split up this number to find out what we're working with. Okay, 3 lots of 10 and a lot of 5 for 35. Starting with our 10s, 1, 2, 3 jumps of 10. We're taking away 3 lots of 10. Okay, let's practice taking away 10, shall we? 94, 84, 74, one more lot of 10, 64. You remember that pattern. 1's staying the same, 10's getting smaller. Well done. Tick, tick, tick. 3 lots of 10 taken away. Now we need to take away our 5, don't we? Because we've got 5 1s in 35. Okay, so we've got 64 on our foreheads because that's where we landed. We're going to take away 5. Go. 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59. So after those cars had gone out of the car park, there were 59 cars left in there. Okay, so we have 59 cars left. Well done, everybody. Let's look at our next question. Okay, now grown-ups, it might seem as though I'm repeating myself lots and lots and it's a bit boring, but it's really important that the children just are exposed to these methods as many times as possible so that they get really confident with them. So even if your child feels confident, please keep playing the videos. Don't skip forward so that they can always see how I'm doing it, and it will embed that skill into their understanding of questions in the future when they're doing them independently. Alright, so let's have a look at this question together. We're going to read it first, remember, to help us understand. It says, Janice brings 15 packets of plain crisps and 17 packets of flavoured crisps for a party. That's very kind of her. If there are 27 children in the class and each child has 1 pack each, how many packs will be left over? And it says show your workings. So we need to show how we did it. Okay? So let's read it again and see if we can find out what happens first. So first of all, Janice brings some crisps to the party, doesn't she? She brings 15 packets of plain and 17 packets of flavoured. Okay? We don't know how many packets in total she's brought. We need to find out really, don't we? And after she's brought her packets of crisps to the party, 27 children each eat a packet of crisps, don't they? And we want to know how many there are left over. So that's kind of step 2 there, isn't it? Yeah, so first of all, she comes to the party with her crisps. Second, some children eat some of her crisps and there are some left over. So looking at step 1, we need to find out how many packets of crisps she brought to that party in total. Because she brought 15 and, there's a clue there, and 17, didn't she? So we're going to be adding, aren't we? She brought this and that. We're going to be adding. So in a number sentence, it would look like this. She bought 15 and, or add 17, didn't she? and we want to know how many packets of crisps that is in total. Yes? So we're adding two two-digit numbers with tens and ones in each. So let's use a number line. Now this is the first question, children, where we're having to think about which number goes here, remembering that we're thinking about efficiency or speed. We could put 15 here, but it wouldn't be as quick as if we put 17 here at the start, because 17 is our bigger number. Yes? So we're going to split up our smaller number here. So 15 is made of 10 and 5. Starting with the tens, let's add on a jump of 10. We're starting with 17. What are we going to land on? Well, 17's got one 10, so this number we're landing on is going to have two 10s, one here, and 7 ones, because our 7 stays the same, doesn't it? Our 1s stays the same. 17, 27. Wonderful. Next we're adding on 5 1s. Okay, now we could draw those jumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that takes ages. So we use our fingers, don't we, to make it more efficient. Here we go, so 27 going on my forehead because that's the number I have landed on when I added my 10. 27, adding 5. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So in total, children, Janice has brought 32 packets of crisps to the party. Very generous of her. So let's tick off step 1 because we've kind of done that one, haven't we? But we're not finished because after that, some children ate the crisps, didn't they? So if they've eaten some packets of crisps, they are gone. They have been taken away, you're right. And 27 children each took a packet of crisps. So as a number sentence, we'd have 32, which is our total number of packets. Take away 27, which is the number of children that ate a packet of crisps, equals something. Now, we could draw a number line and take away 2 lots of 10 and 1 lot of 7, but that would take ages. These numbers are very, very close together, aren't they? And if they're really close together, we can start with the smaller number and add on until we get to the bigger number to find out what's in the middle, what the difference is. So you can use your fingers, but let me show you what that will look like on a number line. Okay, so starting with the smaller number, 27, and our larger numbers over here, it's 32, isn't it? We want to know what the difference is, how many packets there are in the middle here. Okay, so we're going to count up in ones. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. How many packets have I counted? Or how many jumps have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can you see that between these two numbers there's only 5 jumps or 5 packets of crisps? And we can see that here as well, can't we? Before we started on 27 and we added 5, we got to 32. Now we want to start on 32 and take away to get to 27. So our answer is 5. And here's how you can do that with your fingers. So we'd put 27 on our foreheads, wouldn't we? Because that's the smaller number. Remember, I've recognised that these two numbers are very close together, so I can count on to find the difference, to find what's in the middle here. 27, 28, I'm going to stop when I get to 32. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. How many were in the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there were 5 packets of crisps left over after the children had eaten them. Let's write that in our answer box here. 5 packets. Okay, that one was maybe a bit trickier for you because we're not so used to this method of counting on when we're subtracting if the numbers are very close together. So if you found that a bit tricky, then you could always do your number line and take away the way that you feel more comfortable. So you could have your number line, start with 32 and take away 27. That's 2 lots of 10 and 5 ones. So 32, 22, 12, and then taking away another 5 would leave you with, or another 7 rather, because we've got 27, excuse me, would leave you with 5, wouldn't it? Yeah, so 5 packets of crisps left. Whichever way you feel is best. This is a new method, counting on. This is the method that we know, but that takes longer. Okay, I hope that was clear. If not, just ping me a message and I can help. All right, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more questions.